Halloween is creeping up fast, and you know exactly what that means. Time to dive headfirst into the ultimate horror movie marathon. Whether you're the type who lives for those heart-stopping jump scares or you savor the eerie, slow-burning psychological thrillers, there's no better way to spend the spookiest night of the year than glued to the screen. Heart racing, adrenaline surging. But let's face it, with a sea of horror flicks out there, how do you even begin to choose? No need to panic. We've got your back. This guide will walk you through everything you need for the perfect Halloween horror marathon, from the can't-miss classics to those under-the-radar gems. Plus, we'll show you how to crank up the spooky vibes and set the perfect chilling atmosphere. Let's dive into the classics, the ones that gave birth to the horror genre we know and love today. No true Halloween marathon is complete without these timeless legends. Sure, these movies were made decades ago, but trust me, they've stood the test of time for a reason. So if you're ready for some serious chills, here are the top 5 classic horror films you need in your lineup. 1. Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock's masterpiece didn't just redefine horror, it created the blueprint. And if you've heard of the infamous shower scene, you already know why this one's a must-watch. 2. The Exorcist. What's Halloween without a good old-fashioned possession story? This film's haunting mix of religious terror and jaw-dropping visuals permanently raised the bar for horror. 3. Night of the Living Dead. The original zombie apocalypse. This low-budget masterpiece showed us that sometimes it's the simplest stories that are the scariest. It gave birth to the undead nightmares that still shuffle through our darkest fears. 4. Halloween. John Carpenter's slasher classic didn't just introduce us to Michael Myers. It practically invented the slasher genre. There's no better way to set the Halloween mood than with the spine-chilling theme song and that mask. 5. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger, the villain who turned the sleep itself into a terrifying game of life and death. With his iconic clawed glove, this flick made us all afraid to close our eyes. These aren't just horror films. They're the foundation of the genre. Watching them isn't just terrifying. It's like taking a journey through the evolution of horror itself. But horror didn't stop with the classics. In recent years, the genre has evolved, giving rise to modern masterpieces that push fear to new and terrifying heights. Here are 5 modern horror films that have redefined what it means to be scared. 1. Hereditary. This slow-burn family drama starts off unsettling, but before you know it, you're trapped in a gut-wrenching spiral of terror. It's emotionally devastating, deeply disturbing, and guaranteed to leave you shaken. 2. Get Out. Jordan Peele's groundbreaking social thriller didn't just scare audiences, it made them think. With sharp commentary and nerve-wracking suspense, this film redefined the power of horror to say something meaningful. 3. The Witch. A slow-burn descent into paranoia and isolation, set against the eerie backdrop of Puritan New England. It blurs the line between reality and the supernatural, leaving you questioning everything. 4. It Follows. Reinventing the slasher genre with a terrifying twist. This curse doesn't stop. It's an unstoppable force that haunts its victims with relentless dread, and there's no escape once it's after you. 5. The Conjuring. Chilling to the core, this modern ghost story is based on the spine-tingling, real-life investigations of Ed and Lorraine Warren. It'll have you jumping at every shadow. These films prove that horror continues to evolve, blending psychological tension with real-world issues, all while delivering scares you'll never forget. Alright, so you've checked off the classics and the modern hits. What's next? It's time to uncover some hidden gems, those underrated horror films that may have slipped under the radar but are every bit as terrifying. 1. The Babadook, an Australian indie horror that digs deep into grief and trauma, wrapped in the guise of a sinister monster. It's haunting, unsettling, and emotionally powerful. A horror film that hits you right in the heart. 2. Pontypool, a completely fresh take on the zombie genre, where the infection doesn't spread through bites, it spreads through language. This claustrophobic thriller messes with your mind, making you question every word. 3. The Descent, a nerve-wracking tale of an all-female group trapped in a pitch-black cave where something horrifying awaits in the shadows. If you're claustrophobic, this one's definitely not for you. These hidden gems might not have hit blockbuster status, but they offer fresh, unique takes takes on horror that are sure to surprise and terrify in ways you didn't expect. Looking to spice up your marathon with a creative twist? How about going for a themed approach? You could dive into a specific subgenre or dedicate the night to a legendary director. Here are a few theme ideas to kickstart your Halloween horror fest. 1. Slasher classics. Ready for a night of masked maniacs and heart-pounding chases? Line up films like Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Scream for a marathon that's all about iconic killers and gory thrills. 2. Psychological thrillers. If you thrive on slow-burning tension and mind-bending twists, look no further than The Shining, Black Swan, and Misery. These films will keep you on edge and questioning everything. 3. Alien invasion. For those who crave extraterrestrial chills, dive into classics like Alien, The Thing, and Signs. These are perfect for blending sci-fi with spine-tingling horror. These themed marathons bring a fresh twist to your lineup, keeping the excitement and suspense high all night long. With your movie lineup ready, it's time to create the ultimate spooky atmosphere. Start with the decorations. Think cobwebs, flickering candles, and dim lighting. And why not add a few eerie sound effects to keep everyone's nerves on edge? For the food, get creative with creepy snacks. Think bloody popcorn and witch's brew punch. Pair these with some themed cocktails to make the night unforgettable. And don't forget to keep the party alive between films. Try horror trivia or host a costume contest. It's all about crafting an immersive, spine-chilling experience. So there you have it, your ultimate guide to hosting a Halloween horror movie marathon that will haunt your friends' memories for years to come. Now it's your turn. Start planning, grab your favorite horror films, and tell us in the comments what's on your Halloween watch list. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your marathon experience with us.